Welcome into College Corner. Today is Tuesday. It's a fantastic college basketball slate we have ahead of us. Coming off a winning Saturday, going 2-1 on the picks. We're looking to do at least that today. I got 3 plays for you across a number of conferences, including some conference tournament action we have in the horizon that I got to play in, the MAC, and then we'll close things out with a big game in the SEC tonight between Arkansas and Tennessee. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel as well. We also dropped a video on Monday with some picks for a future national champion, the formula for picking a national champion, and a few of my favorite teams to bet on to win the title. But let's get today's picks. We'll start in the MAC, Akron, at home against Ball State. A big one in the MAC. 2 teams, I think, with close to identical conference records. I know they're both around 20-7 on the season. I love Akron, minus 8.5 against Ball State at home today. The matchup here for Ball State is terrible. It's one they've struggled in quite a bit this season. Now, Ball State did win this previous matchup earlier in the season, a fair bit earlier in the season. I think it was back in 2022, like December-ish time. They did win this previous matchup at home by 7, but the big thing to keep in mind is Akron was playing without their leading scorer in Xavier Castanda, who is like a 40% three-point shooter this season. He's one of their go-to options, their number 1 guy in usage rate this season. The reason this is a terrible matchup for Ball State is they have struggled immensely against high-quality three-point shooting teams. Western Michigan, team they played about 10 days ago, it wasn't this past Saturday, the Saturday before, one of the worst teams in the MAC that is a really good that is a high-volume three-point shooting team, lost to outright as like 8-point favorites, maybe even closer to 10-point favorites. But again, Ball State opponents are shooting over 37% this season. They rank 338th in three-point defense. Akron is a high-volume three-point shooting team. They rank 38th in three-point rate this season. Almost 44% of their shots are from 3. And Akron has the rebounding advantage on both ends of the floor. Slightly better on their defensive end, but a fair bit better on the offensive end as well. So I really like the matchup here. Ball State really reliant on getting to the free throw line as well offensively, and they're getting to the free throw line at a 44% rate, which is 5th in the country. But Akron does a great job keeping teams off the line, 59th in opponent free throw rate this season, and Akron opponents are shooting just 47% from 2, and that's where Ball State's bread and butter is. It's from 2 and at the free throw line. So love the matchup here for Akron. I'm not afraid of taking this many points or having them cover this many points at 8.5. I think they win this game in double digits with ease here. So love Akron minus 8.5 in the MAC. Next one up, we head to the horizon. Purdue-Fort Wayne at Detroit Mercy, a road game here for Purdue Fort Wayne, but they are 5.5-point underdogs in this one, and I like them to cover. I'm not so sure they win this game, but I definitely think they cover. This is a matchup here that we did see not too long ago. IPFW lost that game by 33 points. But I read into the box score compared to what these teams provide on a season-long basis, and I don't think that's something we're going to see anywhere near again tonight. Purdue-Fort Wayne shot 29% from 3 on 31 attempts in that game, while Detroit shot 50% on 18 attempts from 3. These are both high-volume three-point shooting teams. They rely on the 3-ball a ton. The difference here is defense. Detroit ranks 347th in defensive efficiency this season. They've been terrible defensively, give up a ton of points, but particularly against the 3, they're giving up over almost 38% shooting rate from 3-point range this season. So they've been terrible against the 3, but in that previous matchup, Purdue-Fort Wayne shot terribly, so I definitely see some positive regression. On the other end, Purdue-Fort Wayne's a very good three-point defense. Opponents shooting 30.8%. That's top 30 in the country in three-point defense. Great to see there. But in that previous matchup, like I mentioned, Detroit shot 50%. So regression for Detroit offensively, positive regression for Purdue-Fort Wayne offensively. And the big thing here is you've just got to have an answer for Antoine Davis. He is one of the best scorers in the country. He, I believe, is chasing the all-time record in points, in career points in this game. I'm not sure if he can get it in this game. They will probably, I think, need to advance. But in that previous matchup, he had 32 points. He was 6 of 10 from 3. This is all about having an answer for him. And I think we see things regress to what we've seen during the season. Detroit is obviously a great offense, a great three-point offense, but Purdue-Fort Wayne defensively has been good against it, and I expect that to get back to what it's been all season long in this matchup here. So I like them to cover as 5.5-point dogs. Last game up in the SEC, one of my favorite, this will be my favorite game to watch without a doubt. Tennessee at home against Arkansas. Arkansas is a 6.5 point underdog. I like them to cover plus 6.5 here. This is a matchup with Tennessee that they're getting for Arkansas. Getting Nick Smith back has been huge. They've looked really, really good. They're coming off a loss to Alabama, but it was a 3-point loss, one they were very competitive in. Tennessee has lost 4 of their last 6, coming off a 40-point win over South Carolina. That doesn't mean too much. The worst team in the conference, but the matchup here I think is really solid for Arkansas. They're a team that gets to the free throw line a ton, gets their points from 2. They're getting 60% of their points from 2-point range, and they're getting to the free throw line at a top 30 rate this season. So Tennessee has been a terrific defense, but the one thing they've struggled with is keeping teams off the line. They rank 280th in opponent free throw rate. So Arkansas should be able to get to the line, and Tennessee is the best 3-point defense in the country, really good 2-point defense. But I mean, if anything, in the perfect matchup, or the best team to go against this Tennessee team would be a team that scores from 2 and gets to the line, and that's exactly what Arkansas does offensively. Defensively for Arkansas, they're a great unit as well. They're a team that is really good against the 3. They rank top 40 in 3-point defense. Tennessee's a team that relies on the 3 quite a bit, but they haven't been very good at the 3-point. From 3-point, they're shooting 32.5% this season. Not very efficient. So I do like here in this matchup for Arkansas having a great 3-point defense against a Tennessee team that is taking a lot of threes this season. And just offensively, they're not a team that I'm very scared of. It's obviously the defensive end where they've been very, very good, but I like Arkansas getting Nick Smith back. I think coming off the loss to Alabama, where they still, with getting him back, haven't put together a lot of wins since his return. I think we're getting some value here as a team that can find success getting to the line, being efficient in their possessions. Meanwhile, Tennessee hasn't been very efficient offensively, and they're running into an Arkansas defense that I think should have a lot of answers, have a lot of length, have a lot of good guards to be able to defend as well. So give me Arkansas plus 6.5 on the road at Tennessee. Wrapping things up, we're on Akron minus 8.5. We're on Arkansas plus 6.5, and we're on Purdue Fort Wayne plus 5.5. Be sure, if you guys enjoyed the video, to like, comment, subscribe as well. We'll have plenty more content to preview these conference tournaments in our major conferences, and as well, we'll have plenty of picks leading up to the big dance. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.